It's the real estate show. We've come to sell, dear.
Am I still on? It's always a pop-up. Welcome to the Dominican Republic. We got more properties than you can handle. Buckle up and welcome aboard. It's kind of like a radio open, you know, like back from the days when I used to have a radio show. I kind of miss the radio. It kind of was my thing. And although I didn't really do it for a living, it was fun to have a producer, and I brought in all my own music. And since they give me my YouTube channel back, my shows are back online. This was the thumbnail on the way in. We're going to hit it hard and fast and get out quick. This is my... all the links are in the show description, as usual. And thank you for the kind words around town and people calling me saying, hey, tell me more about this. And oh, by the way, your YouTube videos are entertaining. You know, I send them, what up, Living Life Gordon? I send them, you know, the details, you know, from my YouTube channel, and then they start bumping around and seeing my other videos on my live broadcast, and they're like, dude, you're hilarious. Like, I love your channel. I'm like, thank you. I was walking Pi. I was walking Pi the other day, and Pi says to me, hey, well, I was walking down to George's for Monday night, Italian night. This Monday, la proxima lunes, next Monday, is eggplant parmesan. So on the way down to George's to do our Monday night scoff, a half-naked guy at the pool says to me, Jim? I go, yeah. He goes, we watch your YouTube channel. I'm like, really? How did you know who I was? Well, I took a chance, but when you answered me, I recognized your voice. I've never actually seen you on camera, and I go out of my way to make sure I'm not angry with you. To flip quickly to a shirtless shot of me. I usually put a shirt on for my broadcast, and I was feeling a little punky today, so I got up. I'm like, you know, this is nuts. I'm putting the air on. I don't like the air. I don't like my windows closed, but I was feeling punky. You know those days when you wake up and you're just not feeling it? That was this morning for me for whatever reason. Like, I'm not sure why I'm not feeling it, but I don't even feel like walking down and going for a swim. So I put the air on. Anyway, you can buy or rent this product, this piece. It's a product. $700 a month. Now that's long term. I want a long term tenant. It's on the, you know, it's $65 a night or something like that on Airbnb, but you can buy it for $85K, and it's in good shape. And I have the video to prove it. No, you don't want to do that, do you? I put some audio underneath it because it sucked. Just, you know, just a dry walkthrough with no sound. Well, it's sound. But you got to have some music. And some of you people don't like my Matt McPherson's, what's it called? Want some. You say it's ridiculous. And I'm sensitive. I hear your criticism. I don't always agree. I always take action on it. But I will take it into consideration. So it's, I'm trying to mix up the music a little bit. So you get YouTube stuff. 85K. Now, it's a different layout, but it's 65 meters. Can I get away with playing this? I might not even be able to. It's okay as a bed for the video that I edited that's on YouTube, but maybe broadcasting it live will get me a strike. I don't know. Send pics. Living life golden. I said Gordon, I think. Send pics of what? I'm not sure. Get a hold of me. My contact information, well, I'll just give it to you. 1-809-330 8926. 809-330-8926. Shoot me a WhatsApp, a text, or call me direct on the cell. Call me direct on WhatsApp. It's usually better. My cell's spotty, depending on where I am. So this one's 85K. And a lot of them don't advertise owner financing. I'm not saying this one has it, but you never know. If you show them 50% down, excuse me, throat gurgle, Coco water coming back. You never know. You give them a 10% deposit with a firm cash offer, and you show them 50% down, and you say, hold the rest over a year for me, or 2 years, or 5 years at 5%. You never know. But don't call me asking for people that will offering owner financing, because you don't start out by saying, you know what, I want to sell my house for 50% up front and then I get the rest in 2 years. No, people want their cash up front normally. But if you're taking them on an offer, a signed offer through your agent, i.e. me, and that goes double for stuff like this. I'm not building in commission for other agents on exclusive listings. I'm telling my people, listen, if I sell it myself, your commission's half. Or when an agent calls me, I'm like, you know what, this one's priced to pay me, and that's it. If you want to get paid, you got to add 5% or whatever it is they add. Down here, a 10% commission is not out of the question. People only talk about what they want down here, what they want in their pocket. They never talk about what they're going to list it at. Back home, I'm used to people saying, you know what, put it up for 179, we'll see what happens. No, down here, they tell you, no, I want 160 in my pocket. You do whatever the hell you want with the rest of it. And down here, you can also take a net listing. In Canada, it's illegal. So down here, they can say, listen, I want 150. You can take whatever you want. You can get over 150 on top of that if you want. And at home, that's illegal. But a net listing is completely legal here. Which means you gotta be able to trust your agent, because if the agent tells you, I can get you 150, and then he goes and prices at 199 and sells it for 199, and you get 150, he gets 50. Nobody wants to play that game, but it's legal down here. So this one's 149. You can rent it for $900. Links are in the show description. I'm not sure why I'm burping. My throat. I'm not even burping. It's throat gurgles. Gargles. I keep seeing myself in the preview window with no shirt on, thinking I should give you a little taste, but it sucks. I'm a hairy beast. This is the same unit, the same building. This is Airbnb, $80 a night. Now, 80 times 30, you can figure out how much that is. It's not cheap, but you can rent it long term for $900. Look at, this, you can even barbecue on your screened-in, outdoor, covered patio, deck, balcony. It's in great shape. Recently modulated or remodeled. And it backs onto the field. I don't have any. Yeah. Okay, so that's your neighbor. It's at the end of the complex. It doesn't look at the pool. It's on a corner. It gets a steady breeze through there all the time. It's 800 square feet. It's 80 square meters, so just over 100 square feet. 800 square. This is going to have to be a short broadcast because I'm feeling inferior today and I'm not sure how to deal with it when I'm live. And I'm getting a green light all the way through my broadcast. Sorry for the last interview I did with Matea Murda for you guys that watch my other channel on YouTube that just got reinstated with 5,000 subs and 3.5 million views on it that was terminated for 30 years. I had some broadcast issues. I had some bandwidth issues. Say bandwidth issues. Just try and say it once. Bandwidth issues. And it was choppy. So thank you for Matea Murda for coming in. That's the picture of the pool. I paced it off. It's 32 paces. It's got to be 80 feet long. Staff here is great. They don't have their hand out every time they help you with groceries. I always pay. I tip them when they bring me water. Water here is 70 pesos for a 19-liter jug. What's that, 5 gallons? Yeah, roughly. You know, the blue jugs. 70 pesos. It just went up. Now, that's what I pay from the building to buy it at the front desk. You can get it in La Mulata for 30 pesos. 30 pesos, 60 cents American. Oh, yeah, the cost of living here, it's crazy. Gas is the same price as when I moved down here. It's barely moved. It's $5 American gallon. Propane's very popular. So is diesel. Electric cars are not. Okay, so this one's $149. If you deal with me, $900. It's exclusive, so I don't know how you're not dealing with me on it. But yeah, completely renovated in one of my favorite buildings. How about that vibe? Eh? You likey? You likey? $900 to rent, $149 to buy. It's on AirBnB for $80 a night. Okay? Okay. This one is another one in my favorite building, Terrazzo Tropimar, Caribe Campo. And what kind of music do we have on this? Oh, this is Want Some. Tell me, I'm just going to leave this here, going to put a shirt on so you can see my fudge. I don't want to, like, I really, you don't deserve this, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to, what do you think of Matt McPherson's Want Some? I know it's not typical. Like, I've kind of morphed it into real estate music. I know it's not perfect, but it's YouTube friendly. I basically own the rights to it. Like, I don't, but I can use it like I do. It's Matt McPherson's M Factor, and it's called Want Some, and I actually like the song. Dominican Republic at gmail.com. My WhatsApp is 809-330-8926. And I've got a lot of these exclusive contracts for sale and rent. This one's, I don't know, $1,300 a month. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2 master en-suites, a rooftop patio, Wi-Fi, fully furnished, brand new bed sheets, multiple sets of sheets, an ocean view, free parking. Come on. This is what I look like with a shirt on and my face cropped so you can't see my full body. I like to keep the picture small to keep you happy. It's not a TV show. It's kind of like a radio show. So I don't really need my face up there. And they yell and they scream and they applaud when I take it away. What up? Hello? Hola? ¿Qué pasa? So this one's, bring me $1,300 a month long term. And we'll seriously consider it. I manage in this building. Don't normally do management, but I will do it in this building because, well, this guy stole this apartment, and I asked him, hey, if you could make some money, would you flip it? He goes, no, I like it too much. It's like, it was meant to be. I'm like, okay. So he took the contract for rental, and I left, and he went for a swim. And then 2 hours later, I get a text from him basically saying, what am I crazy? How much? I said, I don't know, 179 might be a little high, but what would you think if you got the kind of money? He goes, I think it's sold tomorrow. So it's for sale. I didn't have to do much salesmanship at all. So 179, although now my competition that I also have listed next door is 175, and although this is a better building, my competition is probably a little nicer. This one's 85 a night, and I'm negotiable. I just rented it for 2 weeks for a lot less. But this site, this Airbnb site, they will not let you communicate. You can't send your WhatsApp email information or anything. They want you locked into the site. Now, they get a piece of the action if you book through the site, but I guess that's how they try and stop you from sharing information to keep your commissions. So anyway, Airbnb, you don't need a lesson on Airbnb. This is the competition next door, which was 185 when I listed this one for 179. And I thought, you know what? This is a better building because this one doesn't. Over here, there's a couple things. Now, this one's smaller and quieter. Well, it's not quieter. It's smaller. The pool's smaller. The units aren't necessarily smaller. It's just smaller. The fees are cheaper. They don't have electricity 24/7 backup, although they do have an inverter in this unit. So although the complex doesn't have generator backup power, this particular unit does, and it's really nicely renovated. And they would owner finance this one. Now, again, people don't list their property going, you know what, I'd like to see a deal with like 50% down and me hold the rest for a couple of years. No, they want their cash out. So if you want, the cash is king. It gets you the best deal. And look at me. What am I, a freaking gorilla swinging my arms going up the stairs? That's a new door. They've done some things since I shot this video as well. But this is a pretty nice reno. Canadian guys went with the absolute intention of flipping it to make it pretty to flip. And they use the best of the best when they do something. They put a nice kitchen in. It's not IKEA. Okay. And you've actually got an ocean view right out of the kitchen window there. Now, I don't know how good the ocean view is when it's a sliver on the horizon. Some people love it. And you can definitely see a lot more of it from the rooftop patio that this gorgeous apartment has. Now, you have exclusive rights to the rooftop, but you're not actually paying for the square footage. But if there's a problem, you got to fix it because everyone underneath you will get wet. So it's a responsibility in one way, and in another way, it's just a great feature that you don't, like, you only pay for the square footage that's here. And this one's, I can't remember. All the details are in the show description. All the links are in the show description. All the details are on this listing in the show description. In the video description. And this one's online as well. It's currently, look at this. You can take this, you can buy this right now, and it's leased for a year at $1,500. So you have instant income. If you're looking for something with income, this one's like, these guys, I'm not going to say they lucked out, but they lucked out, okay? They got a long-term tenant at a premium price. Well, I just showed you one across the street. It's not as nice, but it's bigger. And it's probably a nicer layout, and it's in a better building, and I'm asking $1,300. So these guys did very well, or whoever the agent was that brought the deal. Agents usually get 10% on rentals as well. So at $1,500 a month, this is a good deal. So the only thing with it, if you buy it, you can't have it unless you take care of the tenant, because they've got a lease signed for a year at $1,500. So you can buy it with income, or you can buy your tenant out. I'm not sure if they'd be into that, but that's got to be a condition of the sale that you don't get vacant possession on something like this, unless you pre-negotiate it. So you can buy it with $1,500 income American per month for a year, just the way it is, occupied. Not bad. It's $175 now, and again, they're offering owner financing, but cash is king. So if you're looking for a great deal, then use cash. Okay. $175, that one's down too. Okay. And, I thought this was sold, but here it is, still here. One of my favorite plays in Sosua. I haven't seen a better deal on the North Coast. 17 units, 10 titles. It needs a little fluff. It needs a little fluffing. None of that roof leaks. That's the Marriott in the background. 16 rooms because they changed the main floor to a kitchen. They had mission workers in there. 4 floors. The top floor is a penthouse. Each floor is identical underneath it. So 3 identical floors plus a penthouse with a great view. That's the Marriott in the background. It rents for $8,000 per night. Okay. You can't over-improve this thing. It's nice. It's got a few units that are ready to go, rentable right now. So you could run it as a hotel with probably 7 rooms right now. The other 9 probably need some love. But there's 7 furnished and ready to go if you want to run a little hotel. Or you keep the penthouse, you renovate 3 apartments on each floor, so you've got 9 1,000 square foot condos. They all have their own title. They all have their own electricity service. There's 10 hydro boxes. 10 electricity main, what do you call those things? I don't know. There's 10 services in this property. 10 electricity services, 10 condo titles, 16 room hotel with a main floor kitchen and bar. And frankly, I'm not sure why it's still here. It's $800,000. Let's call it $795. And again, my sellers don't call me up and say, "Hey, I want to sell my hotel. I'm asking $800, but I'd take half cash right now if somebody offered it to me." No, they want all their cash. But this guy's actually from my hometown. He's from St. Catharines, lives in Toronto now. He's done with it. He's only used it for friends and family. He's never run it as a hotel. He's not interested in the flip. The flip's a nice play. Talk about a good ROI. Oh, and while I'm talking, a good ROI is putting, I don't know, if you bought it for $8 and you had to put $500 down, if you could get them to hold $3 for, and everything's negotiable, free for a couple of years at 5% interest, I don't know, 2 years you could have this flipped. You could keep the penthouse and sell 9 1,000 square foot 1-bedroom suites. And if you made them suite, if you 4 or 5-starred them, you should be able to get $200 each for them. Look at how close to the beach it is. It's literally 75 meters to Casa Marina's beach, which is this here. Can you see my, yeah, you can see it. This is Casa Marina's beach. And public access to it goes right down a little path that comes out here. Goes right down, where does it go? Right down beside the, right here. Right through these trees. And then the Sunset Beacher is off in the back. Can we see the beacher from here? Is that it? No, this is it here. This is the beacher. So you walk down here. Spanky's bar is right beside it. It's right here. You walk down this street, and then you come around a path that comes right down in between this building, and you come out right here, down some stairs, and you're on the beach. Oh, you can see that. It's pretty. Great play. And you know what? I very rarely, I've been in real estate 30 years. Casa Marina's over to the right there. This is 600 rooms in this resort over here. This is Sosua these are individual condos here. This is Sosua by the sea. There's probably 150 units there. This is the Marriott. That's the high-end Marriott. And this is Marriott's brand new project. This will probably be worth a $50 million building. I think they're going to be condos as well. So if this is the resort hotel heart right here, Casa Marina is the only all-inclusive resort in, well, I mean, maybe not all-inclusive, but it's the largest resort in Sosua. And everyone knows it. This is Sosua by the sea here, and it's apparently under contract. And this is the Sunset Beacher. And this is Spanky's best wings in Sosua, in my opinion. $795. Make us an offer. Great deal. Okay. Here's the listing on point 2. I don't really care about this. This is, well, I do care about it. It's just a cheap hotel outside of Cabarete, going towards Sabaneta. It's actually, it's very interesting. This is the beach close by. I did a write about the area for a client. Do I actually show you the property? Where's the rooms? Oh, no. Does this doesn't have any rooms in it? It's just the area? Oh, that ain't cool. I thought I was uploading something different. Well, this is just the surrounding area. My bad. I'm going to have to retitle this, which makes this video even less important to me. This is in Samana. Los Terrenos. This thing rents for $2,200 to $3,600 per month, per night. What? Yeah. 10 rooms per month? No. $2,200 in the low season. I think. I'm going by memory here. Let's check it, just to be sure. Now look at the ROI on this thing. Look at the cap rate and look at the daily... sales price, 3.625. Where's my nightly rate on this thing? What am I asking you for if I can't find it? I'm a mentally deficient person today. It's fine. 2,236. It's a cash cow. It brings in lots of money. Okay? Why? I had it somewhere. Where was it? Maybe it's here. Do I have a different right up here? $2,600 to $3,300. Well, this is... Oh, something's wrong here. I think I got the wrong details in this one. Oh, it's because it's a different property. This is the 3.65. Okay. Yeah, I thought I put these two links together. These two links are not like the other. Yeah, this is the 5-plex. Okay. 4.8. Oceanfront. 36 to 22 a night. And it's pimp. Like, yeah, these are professional photos and it's staged, but that's what it looks like when you look over the balcony. I have my own videos of it. That is not this one. I'll post it in the show comments. Figure out what the ROI is, even if it's rented 40% of the time. And again, these are asking prices. You never know if you can get owner financing. And sometimes there are some indications that you can get it, but you only really find out where they're at when you take them cash. Cash is king. You want to make things conditional on building inspections, fine. Your price going up. You want financing? Oh, you need 10 days to get your shit together at the bank? No problem. Pay more. Cash, closing in 30 days or 2 weeks as fast as the lawyers can close it, we'll give you a great deal. You understand how the game's played. I should give you a better cut here. Larger pictures. Place is gorgeous. I've got my own video for this. Los Terrenos is a great beach. Great beaches. Many of them. That's the service area for the kitchen. That's pimp. I don't care who you are. Super pimp. Wow. That's the backyard. That's standing at the beach looking at the house. Okay. $4 million, eh? Okay. This is what $600,000 gets you on the beach in Los Terrenos. Now, it's value in land, okay? Although there are some structures, there's a bunch of bungalows on it. They've been abandoned. But this is like a significant piece of land on the water and the main street for 600 Gs. You don't find oceanfront property for 600 Gs, I'm telling you. And it's still available. It's a brand new listing, actually. Los Terrenos is a great, great spot. Look at the drawings of the buildings on it already. Like, I mean, I don't know if there's anything salvageable, but it's supposed to, this is designed for a restaurant. That's what its highest and best use would be. 600 Gs? Good place to start. But who knows? Maybe we'll be able to do a residential complex on it. But I don't know. I have to check the zoning for you. It's in the listing. Links are in the show description. And sometimes they offer a better indication of things, information, more than I'm giving you here. This one, I modified it. It's 195 now. It's off the grid. It's in a gated La Mulata subdivision. She will hold paper on this. That's the house before the trees went up around it. But now, those trees now look like this. Look at this spot. It's in the mountains of La Mulata. And yeah, it's gated, secure. The front desk, there's there's reception. You have to get by the security guards at the front. And look at these gardens. Like, you can barely see the house now. So yeah, those pictures are a little bit older. There's 9 houses in this community. A bunch of them higher end than this, which is good for the neighborhood property values. Bunch of fruit trees. The lot next door is landlocked. Someone else owns it, but there's no street access, so you can't build on it unless you get a right-of-way from these guys. So they treat it like it's theirs. You've even got buildings on it because knowing it's landlocked. Who buys a landlocked piece of property? I don't know. Maybe it was willed to them. Maybe they inherited it. Inherited it? These trees are weird, man. They look like rubber. And apparently the juice is toxic. Is caustic? Yeah. So it's got a little shop on it. A little lean-to. It doubles as a garage. Nice vegetation all the way around. 195. It's off the grid. It's got some solar backup. You got to have a generator here. 195. It's down to 195. It says 217 here. And she'll do 50% financing at 5% for 5 years. Again, cash is king. But failing that, if you can't get bank financing and the owner will provide you a monthly payment and take back a vendor take back a vendor take back, and give you a vendor take back, a mortgage, then why wouldn't you? I don't have a bunch of video of this interior only because she wanted me to use the pictures that she had for security reasons, and I don't blame her. But you know what? Don't believe the hype, man. DR is not a dangerous place to be. I was so worried about coming down here about my personal safety. And when I first got down here, I was out a lot at night for months, walking the streets alone at night. And I never had a problem. Now, I'm 6'4", 200 pounds. I was 2.25 when I got here, but I've dropped at least 25 pounds. I'm under 200 pounds right now. I'm at my fighting weight, my high school fighting weight. No, I was thinner than that. But look at this place. Are you kidding? All those houses are available around here, except the one down to the left. This one right here is not available. This one, and there's one to the right of this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 3 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They're all around the same price. Well, actually, the cheapest one starts at 169, I think. There's one at 189. There's one at 209. And then this one down the bottom of the hill is now 195, and it's lived in. These ones are all new construction, never occupied. New construction 10 years ago, or how old, I don't know how old they are, but they've never been occupied. They've been sitting like that ever since they've been built. In pretty good shape. And I do have some other videos of them. Oh, and this is a walk down to the security gate. Shows you some of the other properties that are here. I gotta get rid of those end tags, man. That sucks. Oh. Yeah, those end tags are brutal. Nobody's actually clicking on this and going to another video, are they? No. No, they're not. I think it just increases my, my, my algorithms. I don't know, my completeness of my videos. So this one's 195. I think we've hit it all. We've hit it all. Just on the way out, my agency offers a split that's better than any agency in the business, really. 80-20. Do you know that most agencies down here take half your commission? I don't know what you get for the other half that they take, but homie, don't play that game. The world I come from, well, the world I started in was Remax, where you got 95% of your commission, and the broker took 5%. You paid a heavy desk fee, and if you didn't sell, you didn't stay at Remax. So, but this idea down here that you work for Century 21 and they take 60% of your commissions, you get 40, what? Or Realtor DR or whatever. They get 40, you get 60? I don't get it. Like why you would give close to half of your commission to the broker that's really not doing anything. I mean, he is supporting you. If you're with a brokerage like ours, you know, you get business cards and signs and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like 80-20 seems to me to be a good split. And down here, it's uncommon to have that split. So just as a mention on the way out, if you want to work for a decent company and you're tired of your split, come on over and talk to Clayton Gush. He's the broker at Viva Dominican. We have an office in Cabarete. Probably have an office in Sosua at some point. So, yeah, give us a call. Call Clayton Gush anytime for an interview. Local agents, or if you're coming from Canada. I also have a nice play on a very serious business that's been in operation for 17 years. It makes $200,000 net every year. In the high season, it's got a monthly income of $20,000 a month. No bullshit. It's what you would call a very high-end boutique hotel and restaurant. It's got a brand new price on it of $1.1 million, and I'd be happy to place you in it. I'd even consider partnering with you and sharing the income. No, I'm kidding. But the income's excessive, and they want out. They're tired. They're done. Business is good now. It's not marketed publicly. I'm not telling you what it is unless you're a serious buyer, right? Let's try it on for size. 550 down, 550 held for 5 years at 5.5%. No, 5% for 5 years, 500,000. You can easily service that vendor take back. So in other words, you can buy a business with owner financing. That's impossible down here with the bank. You get that, right? You can't finance vacant land. You can't finance businesses. Commercial stuff, you can. It's tricky. But this one, commercial property, existing business, netting, and I mean clearing $200,000 a year for $500,000. What's the ROI and the cash on? What's the cash on cash for 550 down, getting $200,000 every year for 5 years? The ROI is just over 5. You feel me? I mean, it's over 5 to pay the whole thing off. You got your money back. Your cash is back in 2.5 years. The 550 that you put down. Now, this is a very select industry. Short-term rentals and Airbnb is a job. So is running a restaurant, but the restaurant's only open part-time. It's open to the residents of the hotel every day for breakfast. But they found that when they opened it to the public, they were getting so many people coming in for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that the guests didn't have priority, and it wasn't a good feel. So they dialed it back. Now they're only open Wednesday to Sunday after 6 o'clock. But you could open this thing up and do much better on the business. Now, because it's less than 6 rooms, it's income tax free. That's one of the benefits of being in a country like Dominican Republic. If you have less than 6 rooms, you don't have to declare your income. So they declare their income from the restaurant, but they don't need to declare the $200,000 that comes in. You don't have to pay tax on it down here. You do have to pay tax on the income that comes in from the restaurant. You can't get around that. And the government loves them. Offering price $1.1 million. Vendor will hold a mortgage with 50% down. Deposit to reach, what's it called? What's it called when you put your money in? Wow. I gotta go. My brain won't work. Where do you put your money in trust before it closes? What do they call that? I'm not used to it because it's an American term. Anyways, you put, it'll come to me. You make an offer to purchase with the conditions that the vendor holds financing. You write in how much you're putting down, how much the vendor's holding, and you submit a deposit of 10%. $50,500 goes with the deposit. On closing, you need the balance, and then the rest will be held by the vendor. 17-year-old business nets $200,000. And I'm still not thinking of the word. Sign, I got to get out of here. So call me if you're interested. I can't tell you where it is, but if you're serious, I'll take you there. And I'll let you meet the owners. And you realize, wow, this is turnkey. I don't even need to be here. They will stay on and train and or operate. I mean, the kitchen staff's trained. They can cook everything on the menu. The cleaning staff knows how to clean their rooms, okay? All it needs is a manager to kind of make sure that everything runs smoothly. And the current owners will stay on and do that under contract for a fee. You don't even need to be here. Just collect the money. In fact, collect the money here and come and visit your money when you come to town. And there's lots of it. Working on a deal right now with my lawyer, Guido Perdomo. Canadian people that from Canada have entered into a power of attorney with the lawyer's office, not Guido himself. There's another lawyer in his office because it's a conflict, obviously. But you can have a lawyer in your office represent you as a power of attorney. And then Guido closes it, and you can buy something without actually seeing it. Can you imagine? The deals are so good that I can go through and show you a video of this scrappy little $40,000 bachelor apartment, for lack of a better term. For down here, they call them studios. And it's a good deal. And you can buy it from Canada. Okay? Okay. It's amazing how many properties I've sold from people that have not seen the property. So you need a good lawyer down here, and Guido is one of them. I'm managing in this building only. The book is coming out, Commission Coach. I found somebody to ghostwrite it for me. They're going to take the guts of what I've got, and this is the idea that a lower commission is going to somehow put more money in your pocket is a myth. It does not work. And so it's called the Commission Coach. How to sell your property, Shit, I should have this down pat. How to sell real estate for more money using commission. Yeah, more commission. And if you don't get full pop, you can always negotiate a better rate later. Everyone's done that. Listen, I'll take less if you take less. That's the only time you have leverage. And so this is not just for agents, agencies, conferences, and trainers. This is for you. If you're selling your house, don't ask your realtor for a discount. I'm not making any money off this. It doesn't matter to me. But I can teach you in 20 minutes how offering more money could put more money in your pocket. And if it doesn't work, negotiate out with your agent when you have leverage. Don't be dumb. So the book is coming. I don't know. Let's say a year. It's been in the works for 10 years, but now I've got the resources and the talent around me. And she's going to take what I've got written down. She's going to do a 2-hour interview of me discussing all the topics, and the book will be done in 5 months, ready for print. $9.95. For real. The commission coach is coming. And I also teach it all the time, too. So if you're an agent, even if you're in Canada and you're struggling, you're taking 4% commissions because the rest of the industry is, let me show you how you can offer 4% to the buyer's broker and keep 3% yourself if you get full pop. And it's all about getting full pop. So the book is coming. Oh, my bike. You talk about the cost of living down here. I bought a brand new bike. It's Apache. Yeah, it's an Indian bike. I mean, Indian from India, not the Indian motorcycle from the UK or wherever they're built. It's an Indian-made bike. Paid brand new, I don't know, about $3,000. It's 180 cc's, brand new, beautiful bike, RTR. My mechanic is straight up. And I go to him the other day, I'm like, listen, my backlight's inconsistent. My brake light will not come on consistently. It flashes, it goes off. So I always use my handbrake anyway, but I want it fixed. So he says, well, it needs a new switch. I go, it's brand new. He goes, yeah, but when rain gets in there and these switches aren't designed to last, and he's not saying this in English, but this is what I deciphered. It needs a new switch. We'll put a new switch in it. No problem. I got rattles all the way through the bike. Front to back, it's rattling again because I drive it at 100 kilometers at 8,000 RPMs. Brand new bikes shake loose. So, and I don't like rattles. So I said, how much? He goes, bring it to me for the afternoon, 3,000 pesos. I'm like, 3,000 pesos? That's like $60. He goes, well, yeah, it's I got to do a lot of work on this thing. So I go, okay, I leave it with him for the afternoon. He comes and picks me up at my house. And then I have to drive tandem on the back of my own bike to where he's dropping me off. I said, ¿Cuánto peso? 1,800. 1,800. 1,800 pesos? He quoted me 3,000. Then he charges, usually it goes the other way. They quote you 3,000, then it's 5,000. Oh, it was extra work and whatever. 1,800 pesos. $36. Every rattle in the bike is fixed. I got a brand new switch for my back brake light. $36. Yeah, what does a mechanic cost you to take your bike into a mechanic in Canada and go take it all apart, tighten it all up, put some rubber, in between some of the stuff that rattles, tighten it all up, put it all back together, give me a new brake switch, it takes you 3 or 4 hours. $36? American. So yeah, the cost of living's outrageous here. A liter of milk is 70 pesos. That's like $1.40 for a liter of milk. No, their milk it's different. Okay, you're going to get used to it if you're from Canada. It's different. They keep it on the shelf in Tetra Paks. So, but it's still good on Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch. So yeah, crazy inflation down here. Cost of living's insane. But when your bike needs to get fixed, rather than being $360 or $600, it's $36. What? Scorpion venom. Blue scorpion venom. I don't know if you've looked this up. This is not a wives' tale, and I don't have I've got secondhand experience with it because somebody close to me used it, and it was part of the solution. If you've got cancer, you might want to take a look at the results from blue scorpion venom. It's not cheap. I can get it for you. You can't buy it in Canada or the States, and shipping it across borders apparently is frowned upon. even though I sent somebody back to Canada with it. We took it out of the package, put it in a new bottle, no problem. And my computer guy's back. The computer doctor, the guy that built the commission coach for me. Let's see if we can go to the commission coach. This site back in the day cost me $500. It's a WordPress site. And it's beautiful. Now, this is 7% solution was designed for the North American market. I'm going to have to tweak this a little bit. This is where the book's coming from, on this idea that getting higher commissions for your listings not only puts more money in the agent's pocket, no, the vendor's pocket, but it makes your listings sell better. It makes them more saleable because agents are getting paid more money. Money talks. Greed is good. How to use it in real estate is by offering a higher commission. So if you're in North America, and you're getting 5% or 4%, I can teach you how to get 7 and offer 4 to the buyer's broker and put more money in your vendor's pocket. If it doesn't work, you can teach your vendor when the best time to negotiate commission with you is and the other agent is, and I'll give you the pitch up front. This is what no real estate agent can tell you. Ring, ring. Hi, Mr. Agent. I want to sell my house. What's your commission? I can guarantee you that every agent answers that question wrong. Here's the right answer. I'm negotiable. When can I see your house? Commissions are negotiable. They're negotiable now, but more importantly, they're negotiable before you take less money when you have leverage. Where's my hand? Leverage. You only have leverage before you take less than full pop. You have no leverage if we get you full pop. The commission is spelled out in the agreement. Before you take less, you have an opportunity to put pressure on the agents on their commission. Now, they could say no, and you're back to where you started. But most of them will go, okay, a little bit now is better than nothing now. 100% of something is better than 0% of nothing. That doesn't work, does it? No. Commission coach. So this guy's back, and I paid $500 for a pretty basic site, but there's there's more links and there's videos here and links to my commission coach on social media. I paid $500 for this. Now, I'm not saying you're getting it for $500. Prices have gone up. I built this site many years ago. But the main thing is, my guy had some health issues, but he's back. And if you need a computer doctor, he can log into your computer remotely and fix you. Now, I'm not going to say he's cheap, but he's a lot cheaper than most IT guys, and he's the best there is. And he does websites. I just had a website quoted. He said $1,000 retainer, $1,000 when it goes live, and $1,000 30 to 60 days out after everything's hunky-dory. So you can build a decent site that you can manage for about 3 Gs. I think that's pretty reasonable. My computer guy is back. And you'll be hearing from me soon because we're building an outgoing mail server that will not get tripped up by spam filters. And the lists that I have not been using for many years, including you Toronto realtors, hi, you'll be hearing from me soon. All right? So that's it. All the links are in the show description except this one, which I'm going to put right here. Sorry, I was not looking at the comments. I know I had a comment earlier to send pictures for something, but I'm not sure exactly what that is. And I got to turn off these auto comments because it just filthies up my feed. And it's 3:30. I got to get out of here for my next appointment. Cocoa water. Agua de coco. Agua de la coco? I don't know. Agua de coco. A gallon costs you 500 pesos. Fresh. He cracks the coconuts right where you're standing there. Now, I mix it with water because I need water, and the water down here is kind of stripped clean of everything. So usually I put a little baking soda in it to get the alkaline up, and sometimes I might even put a little salt in it. But when I have cocoa water, I just mix it with whatever this is. Distilled water or RO. I don't know how they filter their water here. It's cheap, but it's tasteless. So I mix it with cocoa water. A gallon is $10. Freshly milked coco de agua. Agua de coco. Okay? So I think we've hit it all. You've got it all. You're all updated. You get some of my hottest listings. And the bandwidth has been great. Wow, I've been here an hour. You got to see my fotch. Blade cut my hair yesterday. I told him, well, you know what? I used to get like a faux hawk. He goes, oh yeah? Faux hawk. So he gave, I don't know what it's doing in the back here. I don't know if you can, but apparently he brought it down. I don't know. I don't usually show my hair off. It's kind of a chick thing. But apparently I have a new haircut, but since I can't see the back of my head, it doesn't really affect me. Nor does the hair on my back. It affects you if I take my shirt off. And I'm sorry about that first scene, but I couldn't resist. I had to give you a little peek. All right. Peace, love, hug your neighbor. And I am out.